Well, maybe I don't need your money. Wait, I said maybe!
If the 90s had a hairstyle, this would be it. As the popularity of the hit sitcom Friends soars once again through online streaming platforms, a new generation of fans is coming to appreciate the timeless style of Rachel Green. The free-spirited character played by the beautiful Jennifer Aniston has become an icon for her cool, laid-back Manhattan girl vibes, prompting people everywhere to walk into their salon or stylist and ask for the Rachel. The short, choppy, side-banged cut with its light brown base, blonde and caramel streaks rocked by Rachel was only a part of the character's look for a single season of the show. The textured style first appeared in an April 1995 episode titled The One with the Evil Orthodontist. The angled layers not only perfectly framed the face of the actress, but also impacted the history of hair and fashion. The bouncy cut has become an important part of 90s pop culture. People magazine even acknowledged an image of Aniston with the iconic cut as one of the 100 best celebrity photos. Magazine editor Jess Cagle even stated that the haircut had such a place in history that it became a star in its own right. Today, Jennifer Aniston's haircut would have had its own Twitter feed. The image in question is a 1995 shot by photographer Robert Trachtenberg, in which Aniston's head and the haircut are shown between a row of wigs in a shop window. The photographer told people, "It was just a hairdo, and it became this national phenomenon. So I threw the dice and suggested we kind of mock it, and she loved the idea of making fun of it. To play tribute, salute it." The cut was created by Aniston's hairstylist Chris McMillan. Before the Friends pilot episode, Aniston had a long, layered style with fringe. McMillan told Allure, "Her manager recommended that Jennifer come to the salon where I was working. I cut Jennifer's hair for the Friends pilot, and the next thing I knew, the show was taking off." As for the famous style, he also added, "Her initial reaction was great. She loved it then. It was a really fun cut and different to anything else around at that time." The stylist rose to fame after his work with the sitcom star and began being the go-to for celebs, actors, and models. McMillan continued to work with Aniston throughout her career and recently styled her look for her debut appearance on the Apple TV series, The Morning Show. In 2018, Chris McMillan won the Hairstylist of the Year award at InStyle Awards. The hairdresser was presented with the prestigious achievement by his first prominent client, Aniston.
I'm here tonight because I get to talk about my dear friend.
The actress said, "I got that haircut and was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I had no idea how to do what he did. Nobody seems to know how to do what Chris does. I sometimes wonder if Chris is more of an undercover healer than a hairdresser. He just makes everyone feel better as much as look better." What fans may not know is that even though the look was wildly popular during the height of Friends' success, the actress herself was not a huge fan of the cut at the time. In an interview with Allure 2011, Aniston said, "Let's say there have been moments I'd rather not relive, like that whole Rachel thing. How do I say this? I think it was the ugliest haircut I've ever seen. What I really want to know is, how did that thing have legs?" She admitted that although she loved Chris, on her days off, she had a hard time styling the look on her own, and the cut turned into a frizzy mop. Believe it or not, she doesn't just wake up looking like this. After a season of wearing the look as Rachel, Aniston had to give it up. It only lasted for about 6 months because it was just hard to do. "I loved it, but I couldn't style it on my own." Then in 2015, the actress also told Glamour magazine that she now looks back at photos and finds the iconic look a tad cringy. Although Aniston revealed her former disdain for the style, she clearly warmed up to it after its iconic place in history became undeniable. Hey, everyone has a haircut they regret at least a little. During the show's first 3 seasons, more than 25 million viewers were tuning in to watch the gang and their misadventures in the Big Apple. When the show hit its peak, women all over the world were heading to their stylists, holding up a picture of Aniston's character. The high-maintenance look wasn't just a phenomenon in pop culture, it was a goldmine for hairdressers. The show may have ended almost 2 decades ago, but the legend of the timeless and hilarious sitcom lives on. The American series starring Aniston, Courtney Cox, David Schwimmer, Matthew Perry, Matt LeBlanc, and Lisa Kudrow brought viewers into the lives of 6 20-somethings making their way in New York. A struggling actor, a waitress, a perfectionist chef, a nerdy paleontologist, a folk singer, and whatever it is Chandler did, stole the hearts of audiences everywhere. Each week, viewers watched the catchy opening credits set to the Rembrandt's "I'll Be There For You" as the group frolicked in a fountain. The episodes that followed led us into the world of characters who had something everyone wants: friends as close as family. Friends showed us that good friendships can be the glue that holds us together during tough times. Well, that and a good cup of coffee.
Enjoy.
Should I tell her I ordered tea?
No.
The show, created by David Crane and Marta Kaufman, first aired in September of 1994 and lasted 10 seasons. During its run, the series earned an outstanding 62 Primetime Emmy Award nominations, along with many other awards over the years. In the decades that followed, many sitcoms and dramas tried to capture the success of Friends, but none quite reached that same level of notoriety. The series offered an array of characters that viewers could relate to. Fans, however, were quickly drawn to the central character, Rachel Green. You either love Rachel or you love Rachel. Just ask Gunther. When the lovable character left the altar instead of marrying a man she didn't love, she instantly became a symbol of feminist independence.
Just don't love him. Well, it matters to me.
Despite the fact that she was so sheltered, she barely knew how to do laundry. When she decided to quit her waitressing job to pursue her passions, fans cheered. Rachel Green became the girl that supported her friends and stood up for herself when she had to. Even if you were rooting for Ross and Rachel ship, or if you're a fan of Joey as her lobster, it was still empowering to see Rachel stand her ground throughout her relationships. And yes, they were totally on a break, right? No matter what happened in the series, fans always rooted for the former Silver Spoon princess, making it on her own in the big city. How could we not? Rachel Green was armed only with her desire to follow her own path in life and her positive attitude. From sending out hundreds of resumes to find her dream job to adding beef to a trifle, viewers were charmed by Aniston's character. She showed us that we didn't need fancy things in life, just a few good friends, and her great fashion sense didn't hurt either. The moment Aniston's character walked into the pilot set wearing a wedding dress, Rachel's outfits became something viewers looked forward to in each episode. Next to the off-duty professional look of Monica's mom jeans and cardigans and the boho hippie vibes of Phoebe's maxi dresses, Rachel's early looks became the it girl for cool and easygoing 90s style. From summery slip dresses to Thanksgiving football casual. Plaid skirt and cropped knit, anyone? Fans especially loved her waitress chic tied-up shirts and signature black miniskirt that she wore while working at Central Perk Coffee House. That outfit still reigns as the most common and easily recreated Friends Halloween costume look. Later in the series, as her character's career progresses in the fashion world with jobs at Ralph Lauren and Bloomingdale's, so does her own sense of fashion, transitioning into more mature, office chic, and fashion show attendee looks. She paired skirts and blazers with tights and knee-high boots for the perfect making my way to the top look, but always with that laid-back, effortless style. Just look at that beachy vacay look she rocked for the gang's trip to Barbados. On top of her fashion, fans also marveled at the ever-changing hairstyles of the Friends ladies. Aside from Monica, who rocked every length in the hairstyle handbook, Rachel also tried on a variety of styles. Rachel Green went from the Rachel to an even more cropped look, followed by a sleek layered cut. By season 4, Rachel moved into a longer, more low-maintenance look with straightened strands. For season 7, she tried out a short, bouncy bob. Then she moved into a looser, relaxed look with subtle highlights and the occasional side fringe. Rachel's final look for Friends perfectly summed up the woman that the character became over the course of 10 great seasons. From Lost Girl in the big city, Rachel Green ended the series with a high-powered career in her dream field, as a mother and a woman ready to take on the world. The universal love of the character wouldn't have been so impactful without the incredible talents of actress Jennifer Aniston. There's just something about the American girl from Sherman Oaks, California. Some call it the Jennifer Aniston effect, although it might also have something to do with that down-to-earth smile and relatable personality. Although she had a few smaller roles prior, such as the 1987 film Mac and Me and the 1993 horror Leprechaun, and a few failed comedy series, Friends was Aniston's big break.
I feel like I need to have one last fling, just to sort of get it out of my system.
Like the other actors on the show, Jennifer rose to fame after the first season, earning herself spots in many side projects and rom-coms. Aniston quickly became one of the highest-paid actresses on television. In 2003, she topped the Forbes highest-earning actresses list. If you're not convinced of the world's eternal love for Aniston, then take a look at her Instagram. When the actress finally joined the app in 2019, the star broke the record for the fastest-growing account, reaching 1 million followers in just 5 hours. She nearly broke the internet as well with her first ever post, honoring her former castmates with the caption, "Now we're Instagram friends too." The other friends all quickly gained over 1 million more followers by extension. It's no small feat to stay on top in Hollywood for as long as she has. As the success of Friends continued, Aniston branched out into other films such as Bruce Almighty in 2003 and Along Came Polly in 2004. After leaving Friends behind, Aniston moved on to more comedic projects. Eventually, she stretched her acting muscles for some serious roles, such as Cake and The Good Girl. Aniston's performance in the 2014 film Cake earned her multiple accolades, including a Golden Globe Awards nomination. Aniston rarely takes on roles typically cast to women her age. She goes for more interesting characters whose intrigue doesn't rest solely on motherhood. For those following Aniston's career, they get to see the development and growth of her talents, beauty, and charm. There's a reason fans still long to know her hair care routine, her favorite moisturizer, lip color, and whatever else she uses to look so much younger than her 51 years. With her recent project, The Morning Show, Aniston has really been able to showcase her talents as an actress, writer, and producer. For the series, Aniston is rocking an updated version of her 90s layered look, with a little more golden blonde woven in. The role earned her nominations for a Primetime Emmy Award and a Golden Globe. She also won a SAG Award for Best Female Actor in a Drama Series. What got fans really riled was what happened backstage at the awards. The actress snapped a celebrity pic with her former beau, Brad Pitt. From the beginning of Aniston's career, people backed her to succeed both on-screen and off. Watching her growing career and seemingly perfect love life, fans aspired to be like Aniston. After her relationship with Pitt ended and the actor became half of the couple known as Brangelina, many die-hard Aniston fans continued to be Team Bradifer. Could the pair be reunited at long last? Stranger things have happened in the past year. With no confirmation of an official reconnection, Aniston remains the independent and charming icon the world came to love. She's gone against the grain of a society that expects women to settle down and have kids. In 2016, she opened up to Huffington Post, stating, "We don't need to be married or mothers to be complete. We get to determine our own happily ever after for ourselves." Leave it to this leading lady to become Hollywood's feminist inspiration. From Friends to The Morning Show, and from choppy layers to perfect highlights, Jennifer earned her spot as America's sweetheart and served us so many incredible looks over the years. Her real-life style is worth a look as well. After years of red carpets and interviews, Aniston knows exactly what suits her frame and coloring. She usually sticks to a few main key pieces that flatter her, such as classic wedges, mini skirts, basic white tanks and tees, and blazers. When she has to turn up the dial for award shows and events, the star often opts for fitted and slim silhouettes. She's also a fan of the timeless little black dress. As her stylist, Macmillan, states, Aniston has a much more natural look than many other A-list celebs. The modern sleek look can be good for photo shoots, but when Jen's walking the red carpet or doing press, she feels more comfortable with natural-looking hair. The best part of Aniston's 90s style is that it fully predicted the hottest trends of 2019 and 2020. With her hip-hugging skirts to bucket hats, Aniston was always ahead of the game. As 90s fashion comes back around the bend, the next generation of celebs and stars are appreciating the casual chic styles of the Friends decade. Gen Zers like Rowan Blanchard, Yara Shahidi, and Billie Eilish are once again having fun with fashion and discovering just how much of today's looks comes straight from the wardrobe of Rachel Green. Who do you think rocked it first? Cropped cardigans, sheer dresses, mom jeans, matching plaid, white sneakers, overalls? It was all a part of Aniston's looks both on and off the LA soundstage. Watching streaming and rerun episodes of the show is like stepping into a time capsule of casual New York fashion. It may even finally be time to appreciate Chandler's sweater vests. Maybe. Even if some of the jokes and themes have become outdated for younger audiences, the looks, friendships, and the hair will always be an important part of cultural history. The show and its cast, much like Rachel's hair, didn't take itself too seriously. 6 friends, spacious apartments, and a trendy coffee house. If only life were that simple. Celebrities and fans alike have been won over by the Rachel hairstyle over the years, and it's safe to say that in 1995, most women at least considered chopping their locks to achieve the famous look. In 1997, top model Tyra Banks rocked the look. J.Lo threw it back in 2015 when she cut her usually long hair into a look very similar to the Rachel. Even Rihanna followed the trend in 2007 with a choppy bob. Actress Deborah Messing, star of the 90s sitcom Will and Grace, also tried to take the Rachel for a spin, but her stylist had a difficult time recreating the signature look as well as its original creator, Macmillan. Actress and founder of the Honest company, Jessica Alba, told Women's Health that when she went for her first real haircut at the age of 12, she asked the stylist for the Rachel. Her hairdresser was none other than Chris McMillan himself. She said, "Chris McMillan gave me the Friends cut. I loved it so much. It's a testament to both the unique look and Aniston's charm on and off screen that has allowed the style to last the test of time." Whatever it is that made Aniston and Rachel so likable for decades, whether it was the hair, the clothes, the relatable personality, rest assured that these classic 90s looks aren't going anywhere. Could she be any more of an icon? What's your favorite Rachel Green look from Friends? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to The Taco for more videos about iconic moments in fashion and style.